Welcome back to the channel, guys. And behind me today is a Chevy truck. Nah, I'm just messing. We got a 1991 BMW 850i. That is the E31 body style. Starting to be kind of a little bit more collectible than they were in the past few years with the release of the new 8 Series. This particular model, the 850, has the V12. Always gotta love having a V12. And this one, we just acquired it from a longtime customer of ours who has owned this since 1995. It has 73,000 miles on it now, and we are going to get it ready to sell. So, yeah, a little bit different video, and we're gonna go a little deeper into the business aspect of my life in some of these videos in the future. So if you're interested in any bit of the car business, subscribe down below, I think right down there. Yeah, do that, subscribe, and if you end up liking this video, throw me a comment. Hit the like button. I appreciate that as always. So yeah, business-wise, my brother and I own a little car dealership focusing mainly in European autos. We like our BMWs, Audis, Mercedes, and we're kind of love playing with this late 80s, early 90s stuff. That's kind of my jam. That's what I grew up loving, and I'm enjoying that it's starting to come back into style. So we've been doing this for roughly 12 years now, and we'll have some of the upcoming videos taking you along the journey. It's kind of an interesting one. Car business is always fun. Stressful, but fun. So yeah, we'd love you to stick around for the ride, and we're gonna get on this guy now. Excuse the mess everywhere. It's kind of a disaster in here right now. But yeah, this is the 1991 850. This is a extremely nice example. 73,000 miles. This one I believe will be going on Cars and Bids once we get her all sorted out. Nothing too major wrong with it. We went through and did the tune-up on it and got the little M70 V12 running pretty nice. The only problem we have now is on cold startups, has a little bit of a rough idle. So until you get up to temp, it's got a little bit of a stumble. So what we did, well, that's a little change of pace. Look at how small them kidneys are compared to the new ones. We don't have the beaver teeth. But yeah, so what we did was smoke the engine out to find a vacuum leak. So we'll kind of show you where that is right now. These have one of the most interesting, I can't do it while holding the camera, but most interesting releases for the hood safety catch. You gotta press both those in. So I'm gonna have to like set you down. All right, so here it is. This is that V12 engine that everybody loves. This thing, when it is running correctly, it's kind of like a sewing machine. These are not overly fast cars, but they are awesome, I guess, grand touring style cars. Just love to eat up the highway. This one has all the factory Cosmoline that is yellowed right there. Yeah, we're gonna hook up the little smoke tester here and show you what we got going on. All right, so we got our little OTC leak tamer. This guy is a smoke machine. You hook up compressed air, hook it up to power on the car itself, a little 12-volt power. Hit this little go button there, then smoke comes out of that little guy. Kind of made a mess of what I was trying to do here. So what we did is hook that up. We undid one of the fuel pressure regulators, hooked it up. It's going directly into the intake manifold. And as you can see, kind of hard on camera, there is some smoke from down below there. And what is down there? It is the intake manifold gaskets. So right there, we're getting some unmetered air because these are mass airflow cars, airflow meter cars. So, boom, unmetered air coming in from down below there, causing it to run rough until it gets warmed up, kind of seals up those gaskets with heat. And why I'm showing you this is, well, it's an old BMW V12. Probably don't get to see this a whole lot, but these things, these gaskets are kind of special looking. And once we have them out, you'll see. And they are comically expensive. Talking like close to $1,200 retail from BMW. And that's where you got to get them from. So we'll do a quick little time lapse. We'll rip all this stuff off. This right there. Yank it off. And we'll catch up with you here in a minute. All right, so we got our 850 all wrapped up and protected. This is kind of a long hood and everything, so we want to have any of the painted surfaces that you may lean on or have to touch covered up. We like to do that and keep everything nice. right, so here we are. A little dark right now, but intake manifolds are out, gaskets are out. That was a little bit of an interesting one. It's tight in there. There's a lot going on. We'll move over here to the stuff that we pulled off. So as you can see, the way these are set in there is like so. They kind of crisscross over, and they have these little guys underneath like that. They're kind of little insulation heat barriers. So you got to yank those guys out, and there is bolts, well, I guess nuts on the bottom of each runner as well. So a little combination of, well, they're stuck even outside. Huh. Oh, there we go. So, combination of some extensions and whatnot, 1/4-inch ratchet, 10mm socket. Didn't lose any 10mm sockets, so that is good. And we got them out. We'll probably clean up the cosmoline off these and get them back to the bright aluminum look. I think that's what we'll do. But on another note, here are the very expensive intake manifold gaskets. And these are in better shape than I was expecting. I'll toss up a picture of some of the examples I've seen online of what happens when they crack. It looks like they crack these inner runners quite a bit. So I'm going to get these guys cleaned up, inspect them for cracks and whatnot, and we may just clean them up and reseal them, and that'll, you know, save us $1,200 or so, which in turn will save the next owner of this beautiful little E31 850 about $1,200. So we'll get everything cleaned up. All right, so got the manifolds out, got them all cleaned up now. Got most of that cosmoline off. They look pretty shiny. And here are the intake gaskets all cleaned up. And as you can see, if it focuses, they are in pretty good shape. So I think we're just going to take some of this Victor Rein's Rhinezoplast and apply some on each side, and we should be good to go. There they are, loaded up with some sealant, ready to get bolted on. pretty satisfying. All right, so we're gonna call this one a success. Got everything put back together, and she is smooth. No more check engine light. Runs nice. We will call this one done. Except maybe for that. That's not. Now we're done. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That is the intake manifolds in a BMW 850i. Went pretty smooth. No leftover parts. Can't complain about that. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching, as always. And stick around. We're going to have some more fun videos coming up here shortly. All right. You guys have a good night.